Hello.
It's cold.
Shaking.
I'm shaking in my boots.
Because your hair's wet.
I know. Hey, Jared.
Hi, Jared. First on. Welcome.
Wow, quick. Hey, Harley.
Hi. Oh, here you go. Hi, smiley face. Hey, Jen. Zoe. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Em.
Hey, Em. Hey, Meg. Hey, Cass. Hey, Anna. Jared says, so proud of you, Taz.
Oh, thank you.
So he says, hello, marathon finisher. Guys, look at her top. Hey. My medal.
Oh, yeah.
Show them. It's so good, guys. It's huge. And it says, so good to see you girls. So good to be on, actually.
Yours, baby girl.
Thank you. I'll show one after you.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
Guys, look, it spins.
Oh, oops. Wait. Ow. It's my finger.
Yay. Oh, Brad's on. Hey, Brad.
Imagine you just wearing, like, walking around wearing this. Okay, medals. Brad, I might wear this on our next walk.
And this one's mine.
We
got like a walking around. Oh, I was about to say wear them, but anyways. That's my one, guys.
Show YouTube too.
Oh, yeah. That's what it looks like.
Thank you, guys. Hey, Jessie.
Jared said, I'm pretty sure they said they started crying when you started crying in the video.
I know. When I watched it back, like, for the first time, I even started crying when I was crying.
Oh, my God. So he says, we had so much fun tracking you, Tazzy.
Yay!
Wow.
Thank you guys for, like, downloading that app. Like, it was a bit of a hassle, but I'm so glad it was, like, accurate.
Yeah.
Like, you could literally see it live, which was really cool. Hey, Beck. Yeah, the medals.
Brad says Paris 2024.
How do you even know that? Is that the Olympics?
I don't know.
I was like, how does Brad just know the marathon schedule around the world now?
So he says, did you get to see people tracking you? Nah.
No, I can see people who followed me on it. So I saw like a bunch of the team, but there would have been people, I guess, who didn't follow as well. It's the Olympics.
Did you get a medal? She did get a medal.
This is the medal. It's so big.
It's literally massive. It's about the size of your palm.
True.
If you haven't already, guys, go and check out. She just posted her marathon video. It's actually really emotional. When we were laying in bed last night and I was watching all the footage she got before we made the the video. It is a movie.
This is a mini movie, actually.
And I was crying at some of the content that you got.
Really?
Yeah. When you started crying after the audio messages, if you guys saw the whole video, I was like,
and like,
oh,
you got to imagine, right? I'm running, listening to the audio messages, crying. Then I composed myself to get the camera out because I didn't want to cry on camera.
oh.
And then as soon as I started talking, I just started crying. And there's like it was the part where there was like a crowd around and people are like cheering and I'm like just crying. People would have been looking at me like, oh, poor girl, like she's probably injured. I got teary. It takes a lot for me to cry back.
So he says, I'm so emotional watching marathons. Did you cry when you saw Taz? Oh my God. I was stressed the whole day for her. So basically, I ran 10 kilometers in the morning on the thing. And when I got to about the 6 or 7 kilometer mark, it was already really hot and I was struggling. And I almost cried running because I just thought, oh my God, Taz has to do this for 42 kilometers. And that's when I started to get worried for her. Like the whole lead up, everything like that, I was like, she's going to be fine. The second I was running, it must have been my own insecurity, but the second I was running, I'm like, I'm nervous for her now.
Well, you literally felt like that first 8 to 10 kilometers of what I was going to feel.
Yeah. So when I saw her at 15 kilometers, I was like, yeah, she's sweet because you've done 15 kilometers 100 times.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep, all good.
Yeah.
But then Lena and I went home to get changed and have showers and come back to be at the 42-kilometer mark before the finish line.
Yeah.
And we were at that line. We were there for about an hour waiting for her to finish. And watching everyone run past is really emotional. Some people were injured and they were like hustling to the finish line. And all I could think was, I just want to see Taz because I want to know she's okay. That's the only reason I wanted to see. And then I was like, Lena went to the toilet and I was like, I cried. I was tearing up and I was like, far out. This is hard. And then I was texting her the whole time, like, you've got this, you're all good. Like,
she sent me an audio message and it must just automatically play through my headphones. Because I was just listening to music and then all of a sudden I hear, go Taz, you're nearly there. And I'm like, how did that happen? But it was the best. So it was a great day. Very proud of us both. We achieved something great yesterday. So thank you guys for like being there and witnessing it and supporting us and believing in us before we even crossed the finish line.
Ash says, man, it was so cool to track. It was so amazing chatting with Tanda and the team.
Oh, yes.
I loved getting in the Team Tanda app and talking with you guys about it. It was so exciting.
I was going to do a notification in the morning being like, Alessia's just started, like, I'm going soon. But then I was like, I don't know, like, if people care, like, to talk about it. So I didn't do the notification. And then when I finished, Alessia's like, did you know, like, the Team 10 app's going off? And she showed me all the notifications and I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Welcome in, everyone. We've got 455 people on. For those of you who don't know, Taz ran the Sydney Marathon yesterday. If you want to watch her, we just posted a video.
Yeah.
So
you can run the whole marathon.
It's so emotional. Like, I cried at the end of it. Watching it. I'm not the one in it. Sorry.
What account's it on? It's on this account. Yes, I do always have the team support and you guys always blow me away. Whatever my expectations are, you guys always go above and beyond. And thank you to all the people who sent voice messages. Like, every single voice message, whether it was inspirational, funny, just nice. Some people sung. Some people told me stories. Like, whatever it was that you said, it helped a lot. So thank you to everyone who sent something. That was crazy. We kind of want to do it again. Hey.
Oh, I want to do it again. 100%.
Alessia was like this morning, she's like, I want to run 10Ks again. And I'm like, damn, you haven't even recovered yet. And like, you want to go again?
I want to do the half marathon next year. Oh, Zoe sent a little congratulations. Yeah,
thanks, Zoe.
I want to do that next year. I reckon you've inspired me.
I reckon you can easily do that. If you did 10Ks at that freaking pace, my God, you were sprinting.
No.
I wish we could run it at the same time.
I know, same.
Because then I could do half with you.
I know.
And then be like, bye.
What if I did one early on, like a different one?
What do you mean?
Would you just come run the half with me? If it wasn't marathon, it was just like this random one.
Yeah, you could do run in Melbourne.
No, that's too early.
No, it's July.
It's a bit far away. I mean,
do you want it soon?
No, I mean, it's too close.
It's not. You only need like 10 weeks of training, less 8.
I don't know. Anyways, that can be my...
I'm already scheduling in her training.
That can be my New Year's resolution.
Oh my gosh. I will fly over to come cheer you on. Okay, yeah, I'll look up flights, international flights. Hey, Christina. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, we can have a Team Tanda meetup just at the marathon. Yeah. Maybe we should do a team. Like a team
run,
like thing? A run. Like, you can do groups, and then people sign up in the group and run.
That's
together.
Cool. Welcome in, guys. There's 440 people on. Make sure you're tapping the screen and hit the follow button. This is Taz. I'm Alessia, and we're a lesbian couple from Melbourne. Taz ran her first marathon yesterday, so if you have any hard-hitting questions for her, chuck them in the chat.
Where's the medal, Tazlin? Kiralee? Here it is. It spins. Let me see. No. Okay, wait.
She spins.
Wait for it. What? How do I do this? All right, ready? Oh, that was a weak spin. There we go. Finally, that took a while. It's a fidget metal. Stop.
Excuse me.
Someone says, how long did it take you to run? It took me 4 hours, 59 minutes, and 11 seconds.
So under 5 hours.
Under 5 hours. Surely wear the medal the whole lap. Well, if you insist.
Do it. You deserve it.
How are you feeling, Taz? Sore? Yes, feeling very sore. I've been limping around all day, and new parts of my body get sore every 6 hours. So my Achilles is sore now, but my knee was sore earlier today. Do you want to do any more marathons? Yeah, I would love to do another one. It was 42.2 kilometers. How did you stay motivated throughout the marathon? Oh, it's such a journey, like running for 5 hours. You can imagine it's quite challenging. So the first 10 to 15 kilometers, I was just so motivated by the people there and running around Sydney and enjoying it all. So that was like sweet. I didn't even listen to music. And then after that, I listened to an audiobook for maybe 30 to 40 minutes. And then when I put my music on after that, that's when I got like a real, I felt so good as soon as I put music on. Like I wanted to sprint, but I didn't. Then I listened to the audio messages after that, and that was super motivating. God, I want to do that every time I do a marathon. I just want to listen to those audio messages because that was so helpful. And after that, it was just coming down to just pushing as much as you can and motivating myself and trying to get to the end. The finish line was the motivation by that point. Did you come first? No, I came... I don't know what place I came, but it was in the thousands. Like my audio message was lit, not gonna lie. Kirli, you should like do motivational speaking for like a job. That like caught me off guard. It was so good. Yeah, my body Achilles just decided to start hurting all of a sudden. Before the live, this was. What was the hardest part of the marathon? Probably from 28 kilometers to the end. 28 kilometers to the end, or the last 2 kilometers were really hard. Hope you vlogged the run. Congrats. So proud of you. Thank you. Yes, I just posted the vlog to our TikTok, so go check it out.
Kirli.
What did she say?
That message was like specializing in like rubbing marathons or something like that.
As a typo. Thank you, Rochelle. How long did it take you? Congrats, by the way. Such a massive achievement. Thank you, Brie. It took just under 5 hours. It was very hot. I think if we were to run another event, like it wouldn't be that hot.
I don't. Oh, someone said, will Alessia do it with you next time? No. I won't be doing a marathon. No. I'll do half a marathon for sure. I'd like to do that. But a full is... It's not for me.
Someone just said, did you feel sick during your run? Should I tell them?
Oh, guys, we've got a secret to tell you.
Oh, I'm about to tell you. You know when people say, like, what's your most embarrassing story? Like, I never had... I can't think of a time where I've embarrassed myself. But now I have a story. Do you guys want to hear it? Because I'm about to share it with, like, 400 people. Rip. Is our mic working, by the way?
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, that's weird. It's not like showing up. Okay, so ran the marathon. Felt good. To be honest, it was a really great run. Like no injuries or anything. And then once I got to the finish line and stopped, that's when my body was like, oh, okay, now we can collapse. So I was like really declining quickly. It started off with like this pounding headache, and then it turned into me having to sit down because I felt like weak. Anyway, we were like, let's just go back to the hotel because I need to like rest. I need to get home. And then as we start walking to like the station, I was like, can we get an Uber? Like, I feel so sick. I need to like get home as quick as we can. And Alessia's like, Ubers can't get in. Like, Sydney is shut down for this marathon. So we have to get the train or the tram. The train meant we had to go upstairs, and I could not go up a stair. So we were like, let's go the tram, even though it will take a bit longer. By that stage, we're waiting for the tram, and I am on the verge of vomiting. Like, you know, when you've had a bit too much to drink and you're just like, I don't know, am I going to vomit or not? That was the feeling. Like, I couldn't tell Alessia if I was or I wasn't, but it would come in waves. So anyway, just before the tram pulls up, the wave had gone, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I think I'm all right now. We get on the tram. It's crowded as, like, I'm talking shoulder to shoulder, right? People who have just run.
They've run a marathon.
And I'm standing there with my head down like this. And then and then the doors close, and I just get a whiff of everyone's BO. It hadn't even moved yet, so it wasn't the motion. And what did I do? All I had was my Camelback, the thing I ran with. It's got like a bag in it, and I just vomited in it on the tram.
And it came out the bottom.
And then, so I vomited in it thinking, oh, cool, like no one knows. And then it came out the bottom of it. Like there was holes in it for some reason. So I threw up, and then the tram starts moving, and I'm like, oh my God, I still need to like throw up. And then I threw up like twice more before we even got to the first stop. And the first stop I got off, and then I felt good. As soon as I got off the tram, I was like, oh, I feel good now. That's great yet disgusting. There was nothing great about it. It was just disgusting. And everyone around me was so nice. Like, if someone threw up next to me, I would be like, ew. I'd be gagging. The people, like, the guy next to me was like, oh, well, at least you'll get a new Camelback now. What the hell? How nice is that, man? I feel so bad for the people in the tram. And Auntie Tanya's like, oh no, you poor thing. Auntie Tanya, don't tell Nan. Yeah, honestly, I've never thrown up in public before, and it just, yeah, it wasn't fun. I bet that donut hit great after the spew. It did. Oh God, they've all been there. That's why, oh. It's so weird. Like, why did my body do that? Was I dehydrated? No, because as soon as I threw up, I was fine. Did I have heat stroke? I don't know. I did 1,500 meters. I did 1 lap out of 6 and vomited. Running or swimming? Oh my gosh. I was coming down from an adrenaline rush. Someone said another person said adrenaline.
Oh.
What? That makes you throw up? That's hectic. The body is crazy. Like, I thought it was because of the heat, maybe.
It was hot.
Someone says I ran 14K and spewed. It was embarrassing. Okay. So a lot of people, that happened to a lot of people, right? I did that in my Camelback because that has a little plastic bag inside. Oh my God, James, same. Oh, next time I'm taking a chuck bag. Okay, we're not going to talk about throwing up anymore. I just wanted to tell you my story because Alessia's never seen me in that state before.
I was a bit nervous, but it was fine.
She did gag.
No, I'm not going to say why I gagged on this because it'll make other people feel sick. I had a reason for it, guys.
Hey, Nan. Anyway, guys, what else is up? Oh God, I don't even know. Like, do I want to eat?
I'm just having toast, to be honest, because I'm not starving.
We had a big lunch.
Julie says, I need to know the reason. I'll put it on Close Friends tonight, guys. So if you're a teammate for the Team TANDA app, I'll tell the story and I'll post on our Instagram Close Friends.
That's a story I'll never tell.
XOXO.
Gossip girl. I just watched your marathon video. Pardon me. You did amazing. I'm so proud of you. I could never. Honestly, Jazz, you could. Anyone can run a marathon. Do you know why? Because it's mostly a mental battle. So whatever your fitness level is, that's only like a small part of it, you know?
Curly says, if I ran a marathon, I'd be eating everything. Honestly, I only ran 10K and I can't even tell you how much I ate yesterday.
You know, I'm kind of surprised. I thought I would be eating more. I did eat a lot of the dumplings and stuff last night. I ate like 4 massive spring rolls and like a lot of dumplings. So yeah, maybe I did eat more than I think. But I don't know. I've kind of been a bit like, nah, I have been eating a lot. I ate 4 pizzas at Mum's.
Oh,
Mini
yeah,
pizzas.
true, you do.
Yeah. Kira, you going to do the Melbourne Mara next year? I'm just signing people up for it. So who's down? Just 4 pizzas. They were mini pizzas. They were like this. Like, oh. Sorry, that's Alessia's. They're this size. I ate 4 of them for lunch. Me and Beck will give you the water. Oh, that would be amazing. There were people like standing there with like signs and like people were just saying funny stuff on the signs. Like some of the signs are like, smile, remember you paid for this. And it's like, we literally all paid hundreds of dollars to run in 30-degree heat. What did you place? Honestly, I don't know. It was like 9,000 or something.
I think like 9,200 and something.
9,200. Top 10,000.
Hello.
Thanks, Deacon. Yeah, I didn't really have a time or ranking in mind. I just wanted to finish because I'd never done a marathon before. But I think next year I'll probably try and beat a certain time. Oh, thanks, Harley. Legend. Once you rank it, you can't change it.
That's right.
Did you end up listening to the voice notes at 30K? Yes. They got me through like probably 5 to 6 kilometers of feeling good, which it might not sound like a lot, but at that point in the marathon, I would have taken 500 meters to make me feel good. Like, so to get me like kilometers, it was amazing.
You want?
I do feel like fruit.
Yeah, they're cold. They're hard too. Yum.
Girl, go lay down. My legs are screaming just about the thought of running.
Gas says, so how does one use the toilet or even go during a marathon?
Oh, that's a good question.
Toilet stops along the way, but it will affect your time finishing the marathon.
Yeah. In the first 10 kilometers, I was like, I kind of need to go. Like, I might have to stop if my bladder gets to the point where I can't hold it. But then once I passed 10 kilometers, I was like, nah, no way, I'm stopping. And luckily, the feeling went away. Yeah, I didn't really think about it. Don't eat those ones. People would have definitely been wearing adult nappies. Do you reckon? I heard that some people do.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys were lucky. Guys were just stopping and peeing, like in bushes and stuff.
The competitive ones, yeah.
Damn.
The person who ran it the fastest literally did it in 2 hours.
How insane is that? Like, I was at the halfway mark. Not even. I wasn't even halfway. And they have these screens. Yeah, they didn't have many, maybe 1 or 2 throughout the course. But just as I was passing the screen, people were finishing. I wasn't even halfway. We started at the same time.
Em says, that's crazy.
Like, they were running at a sprint. That is impressive. Someone said, would you do a triathlon? I would if I could swim. So I'd need to learn how to swim better. Oh, thank you for the heart. Careful doing that.
What?
Sucking it in because you could choke. Do you win anything if you come first? Probably you can maybe compete at Olympics or something. What are you laughing at?
Hey, Siri. What do you win if you come first in the Sydney Marathon?
One moment.
Okay.
She's not going to know.
No, but she'll look it up.
Still on it.
You win the glory of being first. All jokes aside, can't you swim, Chaz? No, I can, just not well. Not well. Like, I could probably swim 200 meters, but for a triathlon, like, you have to swim like 2 kilometers, isn't it? Does anyone know? God, 2 kilometers of swimming, that is a nightmare. But it is at the start. So once you're past that, it only gets better from there. But then you got to bike while you're wet. And then you got to run a marathon. Like, imagine the chafing and the blisters. Oh, my God.
Hot diggity dogs.
Dudley, do you need to go outside? Do you need to go toilet?
At this point, she'll give you the answer when she's 20. It didn't give me an answer.
I'm 22. I can't swim or even doggy paddle or float. Do your legs hurt today, Taz? Yes, I'm limping around. They're hurting a lot. Alessia's looking good, though. Like, for someone who ran 10 kilometers at her personal best, you don't have a limp going on or anything. She's going strong.
What are these called?
Your calves.
My calves hurt,
Oh.
but she'll be right.
Did you do the Harbour Bridge run? Yep. We ran over the Harbour Bridge.
Yeah, it was really cool running over it.
Oh, that's so nice. Amelia says, literally love your videos so much. They're the best part of my day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I ran a marathon with my mum, but I literally walked the whole time. Yeah, people walk it, people run it, people run and walk it. Like, there's so many things you can do as long as you cross the finish line. I wonder how many calories you guys burned. Do you know how much you did?
I think I did only like 560.
That's a lot.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yep, 560. And then, didn't you say?
I don't know. 2,000 and something?
That's so many.
It's scary while you're running it because you know that every calorie you burn, like the way someone described it is like, imagine we have buckets, right? And the buckets are like energy, but when you start running, there's a hole in the bucket and it's leaking. So the more it leaks, the less fuel you have to burn. So I was just hoping that I ate enough, and you can have these things while you're running. One's in the form of a drink, and one drink is 320 calories. So that's like a whole meal. So I had that at the start, and then every 45 minutes, I was having a gel, which every gel is 100 calories. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got nearly 1,000 calories in while I was running. But then, yeah, the other 1,000 calories had to come from what I ate the night before. How did the feeling hungry go? It went away as soon as I started running.
Same.
I was scared. I was like, oh, I shouldn't be hungry. But it could have been nerves too. That's why so many people's bodies give out right at the end if they don't feel right. I know that was a big fear of mine. Like, I didn't want to, like, literally not be able to move my body because I could not imagine anything worse. So, yeah, I think I did the best I could fueling. I probably could have eaten a little bit more the morning of, but it was hard. Like, we were in a hotel. We didn't have a microwave. I didn't have any of my usual comforts.
She was eating cold baked beans with her hands like this.
I didn't even have a fork.
Awful.
I was going primal before I even started. Did you stop running at all? No. My goal was to finish the marathon, and my other goal was to not stop running, and I did it. Not even on a hill. I ran up every hill. You didn't close that.
I think I might have to let it thaw for a little bit.
Yeah. Cold baked beans. How long were you running for? Just under 5 hours. Were you regretting doing it at any point during the marathon? No. At no point did I have negative thoughts. At no point did I let a negative thought come near me, because you just can't. Like, I couldn't afford for a seed to be planted, because then it would, like, spout into doubt and fear and excuses. So if you watch the video, like the vlog, it's a lot of me being like, I feel good. I'm going good. Yes, I'm sore, but, like, I can control it by slowing down, or because I was trying to, like, psych myself up to run the rest of it. Thanks, Khaled. Legend. How hot was it in Sydney the last few days?
Oh, so hot.
We were sleeping with, like, the aircon on.
Guys, was the cheesecake edible?
Oh, we
That's
forgot
good.
to post the bloody video.
Yeah, we did do a video doing that.
Alessia was low-key sprinting that 10K. I know. I
Guys,
was watching her on the live thing, and I'm like, I've never seen that girl run that fast
do you
before.
want to know? My friend Lena's hilarious, right? Before she was running the 10K with me, the whole time in the Texas. We're gonna be running together. Like, don't worry, blah blah blah. And I'm like, Lena, like, I'm gonna be putting my headphones in, and if we have to separate, we have to separate. She's like, no, like, no man gets left behind. Blah blah blah
And
blah
Alessia's
blah.
like,
And I'm like, Lena,
Yeah.
you have a faster pace than me. If you need to run ahead of me, like, go for it. It's like, nah, we're running this together. And I'm like, okay, no worries. Literally, we get to the 1.5K mark, and I'm like, Lena, I've got to put my headphones in. Like, I can't do this. I can't, like, I need to put my headphones in because I love running to music. And she was like, okay, no worries. Like, see you at the finish line. And she like, catch up. She was like, boost. And I'm like, no worries, see you.
That's funny.
Oh, thank you.
Alexis, thank you so much. Post-marathon, anything unexpected you experienced during it? It was more so after it. I felt so unwell afterwards. During the marathon, I knew it was going to be a slog at the end, and it was. It was literally like one step at a time. Like, I know that saying is said a lot, like one foot in front of the other, but that is what I was just repeating to myself for the last, like, 5 kilometers. Because unwell. Because, yeah, it was just very challenging. And I don't know if anyone's run a marathon in here before, you probably know this is what I wasn't expecting, actually. In the last 8 kilometers, it feels like your body is so exhausted and weak that any misstep, you could injure yourself. So every time someone stopped running near me, which was like every 2 seconds, a person would stop running, it became like that could be me. Because if you stepped on a rock the wrong way, you could twist your ankle. If you had to go up on the curb for a second to grab like water, you could like miss the step and fall. Like everything was a hazard. So I was very like almost afraid to like hurt myself in that last 8 kilometers just because my body was tired. So I was kind of like just one step at a time. And then there was a hill right at the end. And you think going down a hill is easy. It's not. I was like almost cramping in my quads, and I've never cramped in my quads before, but yeah, it's crazy. Did you stop to drink at the stations or grab and run? Grab and run. And I was like pushing people out of the way because so many people, they grab the drink and then they just stand there. And I'm just like grabbing the drink and then I'm like moving like around the people, water splashing everywhere. And I actually went to one drink station. I waited for 2 seconds because there wasn't drinks. They were like pouring. And there were so many people around. I was like, oh. And I just kept running because I didn't want to stay and wait.
So I said it's insane how fast the professionals run it. It's literally
I can't actually. We said what we're going to do once we're feeling like not sore. We're going to go outside and run at the pace
that they ran the marathon.
That they ran for the marathon.
And see how long
we can do it. Like
they were running at literally probably my pace at a sprint.
Yeah, I know.
Or I don't even know if I can run that fast.
I'm going to try and do 1 kilometer at that pace.
Please.
They did 42 kilometers at that pace.
No, that
surely I can do 1 kilometer. Yes, ask your dad. It's so interesting to hear like people's times.
If you haven't already, go and watch her marathon vlog. We posted it tonight and it is literally incredible.
Oh, Sophie, you're amazing. Keep running. I've been running, like I did little athletics growing up. I always loved playing sport, but I kind of stopped with my fitness for a while and then the marathon kind of brought me back into it. So it's been really nice. Someone said, what made you like sign up for a marathon? I actually watched my 2 friends compete in the Melbourne Marathon last October. And when they posted it on their stories, it's like they lit a fire inside of me. Like, I was just like, I want to do that. Thank you for the heart, Courtney. It was weird. It was like I had not even a thought to ever do it. And then as soon as I saw them do it, I was like, oh my God. Next year, I have to do it. So
he says, my dad did it in 3 hours and 43 minutes. That's quick.
That is quick. Wow. I stayed with the paces for 4 hours and 30-minute finish for maybe 30 kilometers. But then I couldn't keep that pace to the end.
But guys, chuck it in the chat. If you had a good day, put a green heart in the chat. If you had an okay day, put a yellow heart in the chat. And if you didn't have a very good day, put a red heart in the chat.
A sad face. Sub 5 is amazing though. Yeah, look, I'm wrapped. I got it under 5. Like if it was like 5 hours and 1 second, I would have been like, God damn. So I'm happy about that. But I didn't really have an expectation on time. Obviously, it would have been cool to finish it like closer to 4 hours 30, but I just don't think I did enough training to make that possible, to be honest.
Beck said, next year I'm cheering you both on with a TANDA shirt. Woo!
Actually, on the run, I was thinking, I want to make running tops. Like Division 1 running tops. Green hearts tonight. Good to see people had a good day. Yes. Thank you for the gifts, everyone. Can we just take a second for Alessia? Your run was phenomenal.
Yeah, I actually shocked myself because as I was running, I brought my phone out to change my music.
Yeah.
And I saw that Taz had screenshotted how quick I ran the first 3 kilometers when she put it on the story. And I was like, oh, holy.
You saw the story?
Yeah, I saw the story.
While you were running?
Yeah. Because I was like, what could she have possibly tagged me? And because I was changing my music. So I saw the noti and I was like, I want to see. And then I saw how quickly I ran the first 3 and I was like, oh, my pace is too quick. What if I can't make it to the end?
Well, I was thinking that. I'm thinking, is she going to be able to hold out? Like, is she going to collapse like at some point?
But that just tells me I probably could have run it faster if it wasn't for the hills and the heat.
Yes.
Because the hills and the heat,
oh yeah,
it threw me.
They were major obstacles.
Because we haven't trained with hills or heat. We've trained with one hill. It's ginormous.
Yeah.
But not. The hills in Sydney are weird because they weren't steep, but they were so long, guys. Like they inclined for ages.
Yeah. Okay, so your first 2 kilometers you ran with Lena, no music.
Yeah.
Then once you put on the music, how did you feel?
Yeah, great. Loved it. But it was really annoying because I couldn't zone out. When I run, I love running on a treadmill, looking at myself in the mirror because I literally disappear.
Thanks, Carter.
And I love it. But when we were running,
thanks, Zoe.
There were so many people around me. And guys, everyone was overtaking me. And I was like, I barely overtook any people. They were all overtaking me. And that made me a little bit.
It got to you.
It made me a little bit sad because I was like, I want to take over someone. But I thought if I stick at this pace, people will get tired and then I'll overtake them because I'm just running at my own pace. And so, anyways, towards the end, there were a lot of people there was this last big hill and it threw people. And that's when I was like overtaking them.
Yeah. Did it throw you?
Yeah, I had to. The biggest hill was at 8 kilometers.
Yeah.
And I got about halfway and I had to walk the rest of the half because I was like, this is rough. And the sun, we were like in direct sunlight. And I was like, I can't do it. So I walked up the rest of it. And then I started running again. It was a pain to start running again, but I was like, whatever.
Yep.
And then I saw the 400-meter left side. And I was like, nah, I'm flogging it.
Really?
And I literally sprinted the rest.
Do you know how far 400 meters is?
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize how far it was until
Lena said the same thing.
Yeah.
Lena said she gassed herself. Like she thought it was like 40 meters.
Yeah.
400 meters. You know, like a track. You know the tracks that you see. Like you might drive past them. A track. One lap of that is 400 meters. Like it's long.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Like 100 meter sprint is a thing.
Yeah.
400 meter sprint. That's rough.
But I was really lucky because I listened to this mix, and it goes for like an hour and 40 minutes. And it got to this such a good part as I was like coming to the end and I was like, thank you.
That's so good.
Yeah.
See, my headphones died 2 kilometers to the finish and I was just like, no. Putting them away. I did have a song I wanted to finish too, but I wouldn't have heard you actually. I wouldn't have heard you and Lena.
Yeah.
So I would have missed that. So there you go. It happens for a reason. 100 meters.
How's the muscles for you both? Pretty good.
Speak for yourself.
This part is sore for me and a little bit this part, but that's about it.
I'm very sore.
Yeah.
My legs. And I've got like what's it called?
Oh, yeah, you might have to pull it up. She's got like, look at that. That's just from like the chafing of her pack.
Yeah. It's like cut me up too.
Do you have a bath in the apartment? We did in the hotel room that we stayed at, but we don't at our own place.
I got a bath because I thought I would need it afterwards. It was good.
Hey, Hannah.
Get a massage gun. Honestly, I couldn't, like, if you touch my legs like that, I would flinch. But I should get a massage maybe in the next 2 or 3 days.
Did you drive back to Melbourne? No, we flew.
Yeah, plane.
Do you have somewhat of a relaxing week at least? Yeah.
Semi, yeah, it's pretty chill. Got a few things, but nothing crazy.
Nothing major.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I probably feel better than
Thanks,
after the
Tilly.
half marathon. Thanks, Tills. Even just mentally, I feel fresher too. So
That's good.
yeah. Not another marathon, that's right.
Hannah said, Alessia, how far was your run? I did 10K.
10 bloody kilometers.
10 kilometers. Or compression boots. There's places you can go for 30 minutes or an hour in the city.
Okay.
What do they do?
Everyone's been hyping them up.
100%. Because after the run, actually, there was this little like village where you could like get an acai bowl or a massage or whatever. And Lena and I went to the physio. They were doing free physio sessions. And so I got them to massage my glute.
How long did they do it?
It was like 5-10 minutes. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And my, what's this called again?
Calf. Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
You'll have to give me all the tips for next year, Taz. Wait, is Kirley doing a marathon next year?
Oh, yeah.
The boots help with blood flow and helps you recover faster. Okay, cool.
Wow.
I went to Mum's
Thanks, Jen.
after the airport, and Mum has that machine. You know the one that's like you stand on it and it makes you like
shake.
It's just like shakes you. I stood on that, and I was getting a stitch. Like, I think that helps with blood flow as well. It's crazy.
I'm defo flying over next year, but defo not running just yet.
Come on, Meg. You play soccer, football. You'll be fine.
If you're flying over, you might as well run.
Right.
You're already here.
Exactly. You may as well.
You've trekked it.
Yeah, I was meant to do it this year, but it's sold out. Okay, yeah. Okay, next year is going to be huge. Melbourne Mara. So many people are going to do it.
Yeah, you have to literally get in straight away.
I know. So it doesn't sell out.
No, I'm going to commit right now. I'm going to do half for next year.
You're the boys. No, Brad, you're the boys.
Oh, that was the deepest I've ever done.
Yeah, well
I think.
done.
That was good. I'll have to screen record that and send it to him.
TANDA Fun Run 2024. That would be cute. All of us just running together.
That would be cute.
How do you both feel?
After the marathon, good.
Pretty good, considering. Yeah, but very sore.
Taz was unfortunately a little bit ill after it, but she came through.
A little bit of a spew.
In her camelback on the tram.
Rip, honestly.
In front of many, many people.
Are you guys going to do more marathons in the future? Yes, for sure. Yeah.
We vomit and away we go.
Imagine if we made a TANDA team for Melbourne Marathon. Everyone can do whatever distance. I'm going to look into it.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be cool. Because then we could meet beforehand and start at the start line together. And then maybe afterwards, depending on how everyone feels, can just congratulate each other and stuff.
Makes sense. I'm in for that.
Let's go. How long have you been vegan? I've been vegan for 5 years now. It was this time 5 years ago that I went vegan. So right on my vegan anniversary, I ran a marathon. Proof that vegans are healthy and strong, because I know that some people are always like, oh, how do you have energy? How do you have protein? And it's like, by eating nutritional food.
Tilly says, I want to train for the 10K. You both motivated me. Tilly, you could 100% do the 10K.
I'm getting prepared. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hell yes.
Guys, next October, let's do a Team TANDA team, and everyone can sign up for whatever event they feel comfortable.
Mhm.
And
Thanks, Sasha.
we can all cheer each other on. Oh my God. Have you got permission to show all the recordings? No, I don't know if I will, just because they were so personal. And I don't know. I like that it's just for me, to be honest. I'm not greedy with a lot of things. I share everything with you guys, but those recordings were really special, and I don't want someone to feel like, oh yeah, like sure you can share it, but they feel a little bit like insecure about it. So those are just for my heart.
Kelly says, I'm doing
Zoe.
10K this October and I'm going to slay.
Woo!
I'm excited for you, Kirli. Wait, are you doing it in the Melbourne one? Because you didn't get the Marrow. Is it the Melbourne on the same day?
Yeah.
And Zoe. Woo!
Like,
you're going to be able to
share
run.
mine. It's just like it did. Yeah, Zoe, how's your recovery going? The fact I cried even though I didn't hear the messages. You know, it kind of even just made me emotional, like hearing some of my family's voices. Like some people weren't even saying inspirational things, but just hearing like a familiar voice was like so comforting at that time of the race. And it was like really nice. Some of my friends like got their kids on there, and their little kids like, go Taz, go Taz. And I was like, oh God, I'm in a puddle.
Meg says, I'm going to start training and saving.
Oh my Lord. It's on. It's on.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
It still isn't activating properly. Oh, so keep at it. If you can get through this,
you can get through anything.
You can get through a marathon. Literally.
A marathon's like 5-6 hours. This has been a year for you.
Yeah.
Not a year yet, but you know.
Yeah. How's your body feeling? Very sore, Sasha. So sore. Alessia is feeling good though. Just a calf.
Did you run the whole way?
The whole way. Up every hill.
She didn't stop.
Yeah. Every time I saw someone stop, I was like, not me. Not going to be me.
Kirli says, no take backs, Meg. And Meg goes, a promise is a promise.
Let's go. But let me just say, there's no shame in walking.
No.
If
I had to walk.
If you have to
for
walk
a minute,
you got to walk. If I felt like an injury coming on, I would have walked. Do you know what I mean? I just wasn't going to walk if it was my head telling me, this is hard, like, let's stop. That was not an option. But obviously if I was like going to faint or something, you stop and you compose yourself.
Yeah.
I was saying to Alessia, I actually am so inspired by the people who finish the marathon like in 6 hours or 8 hours and like dragged themselves over the finish line.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually crazy. People finish that race with like broken bones.
Yeah. When we were waiting for Taz at that 400-meter mark, there was this one girl who stopped across on the other side from where Lena and I were standing, and she was like bawling her eyes out, like rubbing the back of the leg. It must have been like a painful cramp, or her muscle had like just given way, and she was crying, and then she just looked forward and she like was limping to the finish line, and I was like, oh my God.
See, that's so sad, man. You just spew.
Samantha, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Jared.
Thanks, Jared. I hope it inspires some people to, you know, not run a marathon, but to just like start their fitness journey, like whether it's just going to a class or meditating more and going on some walks outside, like whatever it is for them. But like, I don't want to inspire one person. I want to inspire as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Because that's like, I love creating content that inspires people, you know, that's that's the stuff that really fulfills me.
Beck said, can I golf cart? Even walking sounds tiring. And Curly said, I will say I was very impressed at how constant your pace was, Taz. I was impressed with that too. I
wasn't
very
paying
good.
attention to my pace at all. It actually shocked me when I saw the paces come near me, and then I'd be like, 4:30. That confused me because on our watches how it's like 7 or 6.
Yeah, that's because that's when you would finish the time, 4 hours, 30 minutes. Because Lane and I thought the same thing. When someone came and it was like 3:3, I was like, 3.3, that's a fast pace.
Yeah.
But then Lane was like, no, it's 3 hours, 30 minutes type of thing.
Yeah.
Or
I was going to like text you in the first 3 kilometers and be like, am I running too fast? But then I was like, I need to know that. But that confused me. I'm like 4:30, but it's not your pace. I don't know. It must have that was what I felt good at. I mean, my heart rate was like steady the whole time. So it was just beyond comfortable. I would say the first half of the marathon, I was definitely holding back. I could have went faster, but by the second half, I was so glad that I had something left in the tank because I needed it. I always remember you saying not to sprint, just to run at a slow pace, which I've always done now. Tilly, so proud of you.
Yeah.
It's a game changer, isn't it?
Sometimes your run will almost be as fast as your walk. Like sometimes it's like this.
Yeah.
But you'll get further for longer.
Yes.
And that's the goal.
Exactly. Yeah, pace is everything, Tilly. Like, if you told me to sprint for a marathon, it's not going to work. I have to go at a pace that I can sustain for 5 hours, So that's how you got to look at it. Advice on building up to running. I walk heaps, but I get so puffed when I run. So the pace, do you know what a pace is? Because I feel like a lot of people don't know what pacing is. But when you run, don't run like a sprint.
Yeah, running isn't.
It's not sprinting. Running is not sprinting. Like when I go for a run, you'll probably see in the vlogs. Like I'm kind of like this, I'm not like this. So you kind of have to go at a slower pace and you'll be able to run for longer, right? I know that's not technical advice, but it's just, if you're getting puffed out, that means you're using everything in your tank and you got nothing left. So you just have to walk, right? So just slow it down. She's a runner. I'm such a fast walker, so I feel like I could do that, but still start jogging. Yeah, good. Perfect. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I do. I give it my all and then I die. Look, if you're competing in 100-meter sprints or a 400-meter sprint, yes, you will need to run like that. But if you want to do over a kilometer, you'll have to slow it down significantly. And that's where it becomes enjoyable. The sprint is the hard thing. When you're jogging, it's very fun. I listen to audiobooks, podcasts, because some of the runs I go on are for 2 hours. So I can listen to YouTube, anything while I'm running. It's leisure time, Why do I want to scrap my gym workout tomorrow and start running on the treadmill? No, do your workout, but maybe add in
a little run.
A cheeky run.
Do a 20-minute run.
Yeah.
20 minutes is chill.
Yeah. What's your biggest injury in running? Luckily, I haven't had one. So it's been very good. My body's been good to me. Did you find running on the treadmills nothing like running on ground?
Yeah, I much prefer the treadmill.
It is
but
different, isn't it?
Not necessarily for the ground. I found running on the ground, yes, it's different, but it's still manageable. It's the distractions, like all the people around me, all the twists and turns, like all the sightseeing. I don't want that. I just want nothing because I want to be able to zone out.
Interesting. Having all that distraction helps me.
It might help me the further I run, but since I've been running from the 2 to 10K mark, I love the treadmill.
Yeah, fair enough. I see that.
Yeah.
It's mental health, keeps me sane. I can do an hour now, which I'm proud of. That is amazing. And yes, I run a lot for mental health reasons. Like, it keeps me sane also.
The road is hard. Everything's on angles. Yeah, that's actually true. Sometimes I found running, because the road's, it's not flat. It's flat in the middle, but on the sides, it's curved. Sometimes my ankles started to hurt because I had been running on the curve for too long. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I don't like this, but I don't want to be in the middle of the road. I don't know.
But that's part of, that's part of the race challenges. The course is sometimes a challenge.
Slide down the treadmill like ice.
I'll be nearly 28 when I do this run. Well, Meg, good news. I'm 28 and I did it. So can you.
She says, I'll be 27. I'll be 27 too. Kiralee says, I'll almost be 30 next October. You and Kiralee are the same age.
Yeah, no. And both Saggies.
Love.
Twins. I feel like I'm getting better every year. Like, life gets better and better.
100% same.
Like, I'm not really scared of aging. Maybe there will come a time where I'm like, okay, I can stop now. But I still feel like there's a higher peak,
Someone says, I thought you were in your early 20s. I unfortunately have hit the
mid-20s.
Mid to late 20s.
She's over 25.
Leslie, what's that noise you keep making? I make that when my throat's itchy. It's when I get hay fever. What's the time?
I haven't eaten.
Shall we jump off soon, or you want to keep on?
Yeah, we said we'd only do a short one tonight because we want to recover.
If you haven't already, go and check out Taz's marathon vlog. It's up on our page now. Woohoo!
Are you going to do a close friends story?
Oh, yeah, I'll do the close friends about why I gagged.
Okay, yeah. Great.
It's not that big of a deal, but I said that I would tell you guys the story, so that's fine. Okay. Love you guys. Thanks for coming on and chatting with us. Big congratulations to our little marathon gal here.
And congratulations on the 10K, baby.
We love you.
Make sure you hit the follow button. Go check out the video, and we'll speak to you guys tomorrow.
Alrighty, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great night.
Bye. Sorry.
Okay, I'll do both. That's fine.